This is Java tutorial by Qingnan We Service. In Java, variable is a place where we can store a value that can be changed. And some of the most common types of variable include int, double, Boolean, and string. An int data type represents an integer, for example 1, 2, 3, 4. Double stores decimal numbers, for example 1.0, 2.1, 3.2. Boolean can only store two values, true or false. And the string variable stores a word, for example the word dog. And this is how you're gonna create a variable in Java. To create a variable, the first thing is to declare the data type. And the four elementary data types are the ones we just talked before. For example, int, double, Boolean, and string. So if I'm trying to create an integer variable of, let's say 2, then I will use the int keyword as my data type. Following the data type is a name. You can give any letter to this name. However, make sure you assign the variable a valid and meaningful name, that every time you see the name, you can understand the function of that variable. Next, you will put an equal sign. In Java, one equal sign is equivalent to assigning a value to something. Next to the equal sign, you would put a value that you want to assign to the variable. For example, if I am creating an integer variable of 5, then this value would be 5. And here are some examples of creating variables in different data types. You can do some math within one variable or in between multiple variables. For example, if you initialize a variable a to a value of 5 and you want to increase this value by 1, then you would do a equals a plus 1. So now the variable a has a value of 6. If you have two variables, let's say an integer variable a containing the value of 5, an integer variable b containing the value of 10, and you are trying to do an addition in between them and assign these results to an integer variable of c, then you will write it as int c equals a plus b. Now c contains the value of 15 because a plus b equals 5 plus 10, which equals to 15. Here are some important things to remember when doing calculations in between variables. We usually do the math when two variables have the same data type. For example, I can easily multiply two int variables together, like 2 times 5 equals 10. But I cannot multiply an int variable to a Boolean variable or a string variable. There's a special case. If you are doing calculation in between int variable and the double variable, the result will always be in double data type. For example, I'm doing 2 plus 5.0, the result will be 7.0. If I'm multiplying 2 to 3.0, then the result will be 6.0. That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching.